I'm sure you'll all agree it's been an insightful day, and I very much hope that you've enjoyed the conversations, the stories, having an opportunity to meet some of our community at the Good Ancestor movement. Hopefully you'll have a chance to speak with some of the panellists. As we head towards closing this gathering, I have to say a huge thank you to everyone who has made today possible. Thank you, first of all, for coming, taking time out of your week to be with us for this important conversation. Huge thanks go out to all the team of event assistants. That's Debbie, Nick, Rebecca, and Siddharth. At Side Business School, we say a huge thank you to Kimberly Payne, Tiffany Franklin, and Tom Madden and his AV team for their excellent technical assistance. Thank you also to the organisations that made this event possible: Millionaires for Humanity, the Skoll Centre for Social Entrepreneurship, and the Side Business School. And I have to say a huge thank you to the funders who originally sponsored this research, and I'm looking at Alex Jacob of the Joffrey Charitable Trust, and I don't think Johnny's here, but Johnny from Esme Fairbairn. I quit my job when they both said yes to funding us. So we owe you a great deal. Thank you. When I connected with Bridget, it was actually back in 2020, before you produced the toolkit, if you remember having that first conversation on Zoom. I knew immediately that I wanted to work with her, because who doesn't want to work with an economic anthropologist? But even more so after the Ownership Project published her toolkit for responsible ownership. So thank you, Bridget, for accepting this commission and for really believing in our work. Thank you. Thank you to all our speakers, our panelists. Jessie, thank you for being with us today. Debbie, you have been incredible at holding the space for us today. Thank you for doing that so skillfully and generously. We're really grateful that you stepped in to be with us today. It is my utter privilege to work with two incredible people called Jake Heyman and Kiki Marga. We're a tiny team at the Good Ancestor movement, and they have put countless hours and unbridled energy into this conference. And particularly Jake, thank you so much for everything that you have done. Not only are they excellent colleagues, they are just incredible human beings. And if you haven't had a chance to speak with them, I highly recommend you go and say hello and just catch some of their magic, because they're amazing. And I'm so grateful to be able to work alongside them. And thank you both so very much for pulling everything together in the spirit of becoming good ancestors. Thank you both. There are many, many other people that I haven't mentioned individually, and we'd be here all night, I think, so I can't do that. But many of you have given us time and support and the gift of intentional relationship to advance our mission. Folks that have really believed in us since we were a tiny, tiny seedling of an idea. And thank you for staying with us on our journey. We've heard a lot today, and I'm sure that we're sitting with the weight of some of the things we've heard. Maybe some discomfort, but also I hope some optimism and excitement about what's going to be possible if we're able to put our energy into realizing the vision of a world that we want to see. So, as I always say, what's the invitation and where do we go from here? Well, folks, you've heard a lot of stuff, but really, this is about healing relationships. This is about healing the relationship that we have to our resources, to our wealth. It's about healing our relationship to this planet, and it's about healing our relationships to one another. It's about the practice of being in right relationship with each other and this planet. And I found myself at a gathering led by Indigenous elders earlier this year, and one of them piped up. We were sitting in a circle, and a bunch of people that are working in resource mobilization and wealth redistribution. And he said, I see a room of healers. And really, that's the work. It's a work of healing. So thank you for being with us here today. Thank you again. I hope you'll continue to join us on this journey, wherever it takes us. Thank you.
Christmas onwards, Christmas onwards.